Listen, dude, I'm loving that new song, that new
Yeah.
intro. You did a great job. I'm going to say it every podcast because I'm in love with it. So I absolutely love that. So as you guys see, we got a screen here that he's coming on here. He's getting set up, doing some moving around. He wants to make sure you guys can see what he has in his hands. So joining us tonight is Mike with Apocalypse Outdoors. Now, before we let Mike go on, Chris is going to pull this logo up because we're in love with this logo. So if you guys see this logo, this belongs to them. And I got to tell you, I'm absolutely in love with that logo. I think that is neat, man.
We appreciate it.
So let me ask you this, Mike, before we get started and let you introduce yourself. Where did the theory for that logo come from?
So the whole apocalypse thing, when I made these, one of the most important things was this had to be bomb proof, had to be apocalypse proof. I didn't want parts breaking and rusting and this had to be made to survive an apocalypse. So that's kind of where that started out.
I love that. That's a great theory. So, guys, now you heard his name. You know who he is. You see the logo. So let's introduce Mike to you. Mike, take you a little bit here, and you can explain to people where you're from, what got you in the outdoors, and where this all started coming from.
Sure. So we're based out of East Tennessee. Um, this These shooting sticks came essentially out of necessity. Um, I had a pretty rough couple of muzzleloader seasons, and I came to the conclusion where I needed to start shooting with a rest or something. I was looking on the market, and I could not find anything that checked all the boxes that I wanted out of shooting sticks or tripod. It had to be lightweight, it had to be completely adjustable. I wanted to be able to use it from the ground to standing up. And I wanted it to be simple. I didn't want parts that would break. I didn't want, screws to rust, things to come off, any of that. I could not find anything that fit that bill, so I built it. I built these with zero intention of creating a company or patenting it or selling it or any of that. I built them for me. Just out of curiosity, I kind of put it out there for, marketing, and people were coming back with really good remarks on it. They're telling me how great it is, how, it fits a bill that a lot of hunters need. So I thought to myself, hey, all right, well, let's put it out there. Let's do this.
Dude, it's a great idea. Absolutely great idea. So, before we get started on the product, you said in the muzzle loader you were having, and that's what brought this on. What happened that brought that on?
Oh God, I've injured more deer than I care to admit. Muzzleloader hunting is tough on its own. Learning how to work up the right load. I was taking shots out past 100 yards, and without having a support system, it's rough. And I hate to take unethical shots like that. And it got to the point where I'm like, hey, I don't want to hunt like this anymore. I gotta figure something out. And I'm a public land hunter, so I've got to do a lot of trekking in and out, 2-3 miles just to get to my spot. That's when I started looking for something that was super lightweight that I can track in, and I couldn't find it. So I sat down and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna make it.
Okay, so you made it. Now, here's my question to you. Not anybody else's yours. You made it. Did it change your game?
Um, I'll let you know this is the season.
Okay, so
Hopefully, I'll be posting some pictures of a good sized buck.
one thing with viewers is I learn as they learn. So that's how we do this. And
Mhm.
I'm excited to hear back from you, right? I'm
Sure.
excited to hear exactly how this does pan out for you, how it works just for you. You got all
Sure.
these great comments from others, right? But I want to hear what you. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been at a range with this thing, right? You've done some tests and done product demos. What you know? What's the theory when you're shooting this? Are you seeing a major difference in your steadiness?
So yes, it's rock solid. A lot of tripods, they have the telescopic legs or they have latches or something to move the legs around. This it moves with the terrain. It goes with it. Anywhere you need to put it, it'll go. And you can move the legs if you want to do that too. It's rock solid. It will fit flat terrain. You can use this off of a ridge. You can sit, on a really good downhill slope and still make the legs work for you.
Well, the one thing I just seen was all them leg adjustments. So that product there can go all the way up as standing to the ground, correct?
Sure. So
So
the
that's
patentable part about this
dream.
is this collar system right here. The problem that this solves, a lot of shooting support systems, they have a fixed pivot point. So you have one spot to set your gun, and then you move your legs to that. So this has an adjustable pivot point. You can stick these legs out in any fashion that you want. You can go all the way down here, go all the way up. It is completely adjustable from prone to standing. Get it up here if you want to go higher. Run your legs out.
Oh, I thought it was maxed out already. All right.
Oh no, that's just the start.
That's just the start.
That's just the start.
So you can get it up high. You can move it down here. I mean, however you want to adjust it. This thing will make it happen.
And I can see the V on the screen is up to your neck already.
Yeah. So even though I got it all the way maxed out, I can still use it down here.
Dude, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Now, here's what I'm seeing. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a turkey hunter's dream.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm seeing. How many times...
What's that?
Yeah, sorry. Chris chimes in and lets me know his thoughts. So, I totally agree with Chris. Chris just said, dude, that would be perfect from a blind. And that's what I'm thinking. Right? So here's what I'm going to throw out. This is just me talking my perspective of what I use, which is going to benefit you really a lot, is I use a Bog Pod Death Grip, right? Mm-hmm. So, first thing is let's talk weight. Okay? My Bog Pod Death Grip is that heavy. By the time I walk it in, I want to let it there. Okay? How heavy is this?
2.5 pounds. This is death to the Bog Death Grip.
Yeah, that is going to be far death because that thing. So that there, I have aluminum and carbon fiber, and I will say the carbon fiber is a lot lighter. Okay, now I let my son carry the carbon fiber because he's 14 and little, but I will tell you that both of them suck to carry in. I hate using that word, but they suck to carry in, right? So is that aluminum or is that carbon fiber?
This is carbon fiber. The tripod version comes in at 2.5 pounds. We are looking at doing an aluminum version, which is going to be at a much more friendly price point. So we have a tripod version and we have a bipod version. The second part that I haven't mentioned yet is that this system is completely modular. So if you buy the tripod, it's going to come with a second set of collars to where you can remove the collars, remove the third leg, and use this as a bipod if you want to. You can also take the collars completely off and use it as a monopod. So you're getting a monopod, a bipod, and a tripod in one package that weighs 2.5 pounds.
So off camera before we started, you said to me, I had to make sure that this thing could never tell me I couldn't do any more with it, right? So it sounds like you really put a lot of thought into this thing. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably the third version of these that we've come to. I sat down and I tried to figure out everything that could go wrong, every way that we can max this out, make it smaller, make it lighter, make it taller, all into one. This isn't just something that we threw together. It's had a lot of thought put into it.
And another thing that we talked about off camera was that you are building these. These aren't something you're shipping away and it's coming back and you got to worry if they assemble it correctly or not correctly. Yeah, you are correct. Personally building these, correct?
Yeah. Everything's coming into our house. We're visually inspecting everything. If it's to our liking, we put it together and we ship it out.
The whole family built.
There you go. Okay. We got the whole family in on it.
You got the whole family in on it. Listen, if I see the dog in there assembling stuff, you're going to have a lot bigger things going for you.
We'll put her to work.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I think that's a game changer. I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm mentally thinking turkey hunting. I'm mentally thinking if I'm walking along, and I can carry that. Like I can just carry it with me. It wouldn't be nothing but to drop it on the ground and stick it right in, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. Chris, what's your thoughts on this? Because you're one of them guys who like this stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely a stationary hunter, and with somebody who my back's broke. Okay, something like that that's light that I can carry in, and it can help take the weight of the whatever weapon we have in there. That's going to be a big deal for somebody like me. I just had to come in and say that. I'm sorry.
Well, I think 2.5 pounds is I'm telling you incredible. I've used a lot of I coyote hunt, and I've used a lot of tripods, and I'm gonna tell you now, that is tough when you're walking in the woods a long distance, these long dirt roads at night. You're carrying this thing on your shoulder, ding 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 ding, all the way down through. You know what I mean? That's a game changer. So how small does that go? Like, can we backpack this thing?
So right now, fully collapsed is 33.5 inches. I mean, you can pack it out. You'll have a little bit coming over the top of your head, but I've seen worse. This is as small as we can get it in this format. You can still use it. This is how you can get it down into the prone position. I mean, right now I'm sitting down on the ground, but because the pivot point is adjustable, you can work this all the way down, set it out like that. You can use this from front, just like that.
Dude, I'll bet you that's way steadier with that one way out there like that.
Yeah.
I'll bet you that really steadies a turkey gun. Dude, now you have me wanting to kill a turkey. You see what you did? now I want to go turkey hunt. I had a rough season.
This deploys, the way that it deploys, so in this format right here, these two collars are spread apart. That's what locks everything together. Now to use it, you put a little bit of twist in it to take the tension out. When you slide the collars together, that becomes your pivot point. Right there. Then you close everything together, you slide the collars apart, and to lock it in, you twist it so that everything is vertical. And it locks it all together. You have no rattling, no noise, no nothing. There's no latches, there's no levers, there's no straps, anything.
Dude, I like that. I'm going to throw something at you here to think about.
Sure.
Watching this. Throwing a strap on it to put over your shoulder.
We can do that. We're looking at straps. We're looking at bags. We're looking at accessories. We're looking at a whole slew of stuff for the second generation of these.
I'm big on when I walk in the woods, I try to put as much on my back as I can in case I have to grab my weapon, for any reason. So if you have a backpack, unless you're full, some of these guys go in with backpacks that are ridiculous. Now I do have one backpack. I could slide that right in, 2 Velcros. I go right in the woods. It wouldn't be any taller than my gun.
Yeah.
And then I also, there's days I walk in as light as possible. So it'd be really nice to be able to just, like if I'm using turkey hunting, okay? Take your turkey vest, you throw it right over your strap. When you get in there, you take it off, lay it on the ground, and you're ready to go.
Sure.
I think that'd be a good idea. I don't know.
A gentleman that I spoke with, one point that he really liked was the modular part of it. The way that a lot of people hunt on public land is they'll walk in sometimes or they'll walk out. The way I would do it is I would have it set up in the bipod configuration because that's just a hair quicker to set up. I would walk into my spot with the 2 legs out, just using it as a walking stick in one hand. My rifle strapped or being held down to my side. That way, if I pick something up, I can deploy it real quick and get a good standing shot. And then when I get to my spot, I can take the collars off and reconfigure it as a tripod and get it set down and set up for a good sit hunt.
You are thinking of everything. I wouldn't have thought of using it as a walking stick.
Yeah.
So that's really, I like that. So you use it as a walking stick and you can deploy it if you see one standing there.
Sure. So if you get the tripod, you can have it set up to be used as a bipod and then keep the 3rd leg out as a walking stick or a monopod. So you can walk in with the monopod if you need to, get a quick shot off. You can just grab the pod and sit it on like you'd grab the side of a tree. And then when you get to your spot, you just blast that, throw it in your bag, and then you have your bipod set.
Listen,
so it's very modular, very functional.
You got to get your wife behind the camera or doing it for you, however you want to do it, and you got to get some videos of this.
Sure.
Because
In the works.
seriously, you want to sell that stick. One thing I learned in this industry is if you want to sell that stick, you can show people stuff like that. That stick will sell off the shelf.
Yeah, it's definitely in the works.
You
We're
know?
trying to ease into it. My goal is to get some units sold this fall and get it out there this fall. Let everybody test it out. Let everybody, let us know if they like it or not. We can adjust from there, and then by second season, we're going full swing. If people like it and people want it, we're going full swing.
So what's release date of this? Like I know it's in the works and you have it. I've been watching stuff, but for the guys watching, give us the release date.
So we're open for sales now. We're taking pre-orders. So our goal is every week, how many of our orders we get, we're going to order the materials to fulfill them. And there's about a 30 to 38 day lead time on that. So through the pre-sale phase up until about August, September, we're going to use that to build up inventory. So hopefully by September, October, we'll have inventory and we can start shipping them out within 5 to 7 days. So we're taking sales right now. We're taking orders right now.
It's a good idea. Now, you have any, like, if you raise that, I'm gonna ask you to raise that up and put it where the sticks aren't real high at the top. You know how you move your clamp and it opens up?
Yeah.
I'm curious for them crossbow hunters.
Not going to work for crossbows,
No.
unfortunately, because the strings will get in the way of these two arms. So it's
I didn't know if you could get out far enough. That's what I was curious about. If you get out past it.
Yeah, it's only intended for firearms.
Oh, that's why we're talking about it. I want to know myself.
Yeah. I definitely have a disclaimer built in.
Honestly, yeah. No, for real. Like I do think that's a great idea. I mean, I do. I really do think it's a great idea. So, what do you plan on hunting with this? Just deer?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put it through its paces this muzzleloader season.
So, do you hunt turkeys or anything like that?
I used to for a little while. It's been pretty hit or miss in East Tennessee. On public land, turkeys are few and far between.
Oh, really? Is it bad out there, huh?
Yeah.
They just know where to hide.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Something else that I haven't mentioned on this set, I don't have them, but anyone who purchases these, they'll have a silicone sleeve that will ride up and down the top section, and that'll be the buffer in between the rifle and the sticks. So I mean, if you move the collars down, you move the sleeves down, it's the whole system. I don't have them on hand right now, but they're going to be included with it.
Oh, so you don't bump or scratch the gun?
Sure. And that silicone, it really sticks to the stock. So, I mean, once you get it in there, I mean, it's staying with it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. When you told me you really thought of everything, like I'm not lying. Like you hear people say that, and you're like, oh, you know what? I think maybe, dude, I'll put in a strap on it to carry it. Then you sold me on using it as a walking stick. I wasn't so sold on my own strap idea no more.
Yeah. And it's just the start. We've got a lot more to go. So I initially started the company, named as Apocalypse Shooting Sticks. But we're going bigger than that. Just with this design, we're looking at doing frames for tents and hunting blinds as well, and hunting seat. Just using this patent pending collar system. So it's literally just the start.
Oh man, I'm excited to see all that. Dude, see, that's like suspenseful. You can't do that to me.
There you go.
You can't do that. That's not right. I want to see the blind.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, so you're excited, ain't you?
Yeah.
Here's my question: is your wife as excited as you are?
Yes, she is excited as I am.
You know how many times we've run into one's excited and one's like, "Oh, brother, I'm not ready for this."
Yeah, she's the one that has to put the reins on me sometimes when I need it, but she's definitely excited.
Well, we all need someone to keep us in check. I mean, let's be honest. That's just the way life goes. God, if I'd have somebody keep me in check, thank God for Jesus, because there's days I got to stop and breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just days I'm like, come on, God, help me out here. I'm gonna snap, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something dumb. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all human. There's no way around that one. No way at all around that one. But I tell you what, I'm sold on the product. I mentally am sitting here the whole time you're talking, thinking, what could I find different? And
Yeah. I've been spending the last 6 months with that same thought going through my head, and every time something hits, I'll go to work on how to fix it.
Hours.
Yes, hours.
Hours.
so let's talk price. What are we selling these for?
Sure.
Look at
so you
Chris.
got
Look at
the
this. He pulls this
website
right
pulled
up.
Yeah. So if you scroll on down, so the opening sale price that we have, I believe, is $274.99 for the tripod, and $174 maybe for the bipod. I think it's just showing one.
No, it's $199.
It's only showing one on your website.
Yeah. GoDaddy's a little finicky sometimes.
Yeah, we
you may
used it.
The bipod.
Try going up to the top right, and then you can go to a products page.
There you go.
There you go.
You can buy it in whatever configuration you want. If you click on the tripod there, and then if you scroll down a little bit, there's a few more pictures of how you can configure it, and how it's set up.
Oh, there's the dimensions. Okay, that's what I was curious of.
Yeah, there you go.
So it goes to 66. Oh my God, you got to be. The only way that wouldn't work is if you're the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah.
Well, I had a gentleman message me. He was concerned about the height of it. He said he was, I believe, about 6'8". He was worried about that, but I believe our height maxed all the way up because we can move that pivot point up. He can get it up there to where he can use it.
He's not going to be standing completely straight,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
close.
He'll have to. You'll want to lean into it when you take your shot, but I don't think he'll have an issue using it.
So the other thing I'm seeing with this collar, and I don't know if it was designed this way or not, but I'm looking at that rifle in there right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying I can put my shoulder in there, I can put my hand on the stock, finger in the trigger hole, ready to go, and I can put my front hand right up on the front of that, man, and just right on that collar like a grip.
Yeah, you can grip down on it, keep it nice and steady.
So was that designed to hold the hand steady like that? Like, was that the thought process in that?
So we had started out with one collar. There was a whole process. We started out with one collar. That wasn't giving us enough resistance. If you put your weight into it, it was kind of moving the sticks away. So happenstance, I put two collars on it just to see what it would do. And that was the fix for it. And then I said, hey, look, we got two collars. What happens if I spread them apart? I'm like, oh, wow, it locks the whole thing together. So it was just, hey, one fix after another. It ended up building itself, you know?
Yeah, I'm liking that when them two are together like that. Like when you put that there, my hand can grip right over that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if any of viewers are seeing that, but I'm seeing that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the way that it's designed with the legs and the collar and all that. When you put weight into it, it literally anchors itself. Because you're putting weight on the axis, it doesn't budge. It just gets tighter, you know?
Right, yeah, which makes sense. The collar design makes perfect sense. It would have to get tighter.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm liking that. Chris, take us to the other one.
So the bipod is my personal favorite. That's how it started out. It's so fast to deploy. Just when you put the legs together, and you put the collars together and you spread the legs out, you're good to go. There's no buttons, there's no latches, there's no levers. If you're on terrain that has slope to it, you don't need to adjust the leg. You just put the legs down to the terrain, and the sticks will be canted a little bit, but you can still use it just like that.
Dude, and that, how much was that one? $199.
Yeah, so I believe after August 1st, we're going back to full price. So these are the pre-sale order prices.
Okay.
Now it's time to go ahead and put your order in to save some money.
Well, that's a good thing to bring up. So anybody didn't just hear that, if you want these sale prices, now's your time to order them. You want to order them now, so that way you can get this discount price. There, I will say some of your videos, dude, I like. I laughed at some of them, but
Yes,
that
yeah,
is a winner. That is the winner.
yeah.
Which one?
This
Oh.
turkey one, oh my god, that was a winner for me.
Yeah, yeah, I believe in really grabbing people's attention. You know, we have the use of AI. At first, I was fighting it, but then it got pretty fun with the things that I can do with it. So I've really been embracing it. Once we start getting more parts in and pieces in, we're going to start doing more live marketing materials. We're going to take these to our local gun range. We're going to have some people try them out and you know let everybody know what they think about them.
See, I think that's a great thing in video. Chris, go back to that bag of parts, will you? So, tell us a little bit about this picture.
Sure. So we are getting in a couple of different versions of each part just to see what fits and functions the best. Some of them, you know, it's hard when you're ordering stuff online for parts. It's hard to see what it's going to do until you get it on hand and on the sticks and how it's going to act. So right now we're getting out the last final details of, you know, like which end caps are going to be, you know, easy enough to remove, but they're going to stay on there and not fall off. So I mean, some of the stuff we're making slight changes, like hey, these caps, we're going to order them 1 millimeter larger because right now they're a little bit tough to get off. So we're getting all the little final details worked out before we start sending these out.
Sorry, Chris, say that again. Hop on and hop on. He said, isn't it fun when you're at the end of the design phase and you got to worry about the little pieces like that?
Yeah, yeah. The research and development phase, it's been a little expensive. It's been a little expensive.
Oh, man, you know what? You're going to laugh, but just T-shirts alone that we print and hats and stuff we get in, it is so I mean, it's ridiculous. I can't imagine what you're putting out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you got to order in bulk. If you hate it, you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
the time. This stuff, you can't just go to Home Depot and find it. We have to have, our stuff is ordered down to the precise millimeter. There's only a select few vendors that we can get these parts from, and get them, you know, in bulk.
well, and you have to believe in your vendor, right? You can order from vendor 3 instead of vendor 1, but if vendor 1 is quality trustworthy,
Yeah, yeah, that's what we've
That's
been
been-
spending the last few months on, is finding out, you know, people's lead times, how they handle, you know, certain things about deliveries and getting all the little nitty gritty hashed out, before we really opened up to the public.
Well, even like today, we got 2 different caps that we're
Yeah.
figuring out and
Yeah,
trying to figure out which one would.
yeah, so
work
we're
better.
just getting all the last little details hashed out.
yeah, I mean, you're there, dude. I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm hearing it, I'm saying you're there. You're at that stage. It's
Yeah.
like Chris said, it's them tiny little parts you're at now.
Yeah,
You know, do you get a thick rubber cap or thin rubber cap? Everything you get adds weight. If you get,
go ahead.
you know, durability, quality, and I will always say quality's number one in anything.
Yeah.
Price
definitely.
is gibberish, right? We can throw price out the window because at the end of the day, price will never override quality in the hunter's eyes.
You got it.
And
That is definitely how I look at buying any of my hunting equipment. Because I've had stuff break out in the field. I've bought cheap shotguns that would break a firing pin, and it really drilled it into my mind. Hey, you get what you pay for.
And here's another great picture Chris pulled up that, to me, when I see that photo, I picture my bog pod death grip.
Yeah,
That's really what I picture, honestly. Hey, that wouldn't be bad. You put a bog pod death grip there.
yeah. I might get in trouble for that one.
I don't think so. You said the choice is clear. I mean, I don't think you get in trouble. I think that would just say, hey, man, you gotta. It could mean theirs is clear, right? I mean,
Yeah, I was thinking about buying a few, you know, competitors and putting them through my torture test, but you know, I don't know. I don't want to rub too many shoulders one way.
Listen, one thing I'll tell you is in this industry, it's great to keep people on your side, the good people.
Yeah.
There's also those people who will cutthroat you and take you down
yeah.
as fast as you can breathe. So it's
Yeah.
getting to know the right people, right? That's really
Yeah.
where it's at.
So
I see a
we
lot of
actually,
guys.
talking about torture testing, we actually ran over our first set with my truck a couple of times. It didn't even budge. It didn't even budge. I don't know if this version will handle it. This is our lightweight version. We may do an absolute, F350 version that we can run over with our truck. We could, if we missed the deer, we could beat the deer to death with it, and it's still going to work just fine. We may do a version like that as well.
Dude, that's the stuff we need videos of.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm telling you, those are eye grabbers.
yeah,
They're eye grabbers, man. I mean, that stuff like that is what people want to see. It's crazy how the world is, but they want to see it. They want to know what you're saying is legit, right? Like that's. But in the same breath, can you blame people,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
right? I mean, I'm sure you. I know I have
We're-
been lied to along the way. You know, oh, this product's top notch. You get it home and you want to throw it in the garbage, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I had a tree stem break while I was in the tree. First day I took it out.
Oh, geez.
15 feet, dude. There I go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, we're just in our infancy, man. If people embrace it and if they really like it, we're going to keep going with it. We're going to make it tougher. We're going to make it more capable. We're gonna branch off and start doing more stuff.
So where can they find it? Let's talk about where they can find this product. We know how much it costs. Let's talk about where they can find it.
Sure. So right now we're selling it exclusively on apocalypseoutdoors.com. In the future, we may branch off into Amazon and Shopify and TikTok Shop. But right now, exclusively on apocalypseoutdoors.com.
Now, I'll give you some advice. We have a sponsor, PCinnovated.com, and he went to Amazon, and dude, his what change? Now, Amazon is a real headache, so be prepared that it is a nightmare.
Yeah, I've done the research. That's what led me to just launching on the website and drawing all the
For now.
traffic to that.
Yeah, well, listen, word of mouth in the hunting industry is everything.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be smart. Word of mouth, things like this, these are huge.
Yeah.
You know, someone says, well, yeah, this guy's just talking. You can just be like, here's a link. Boom. Send it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the stuff you want. Like I said, videos, lives, all those things. Those are what you want. Those are great selling points. On the internet is a great source to use. So I always say the internet's the devil. Because there's so many bad things on the internet.
Yeah.
But it really is a great source to get stuff out there.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, dude, I'll bet you I
sometimes
watched all your videos in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I was laughing. Oh my God, I was laughing.
Yeah, sometimes I just let AI run wild and it comes back with some funny stuff.
Well, like that one, I didn't laugh at that, but I love that. I was like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It really shows the intensity of your product, really.
Yeah.
You know, when Chris said, I bet you that's good in the blind. Well, there it is.
Yeah.
So on the bottom of your stick, how wide does it open? And I mean, it's really up to the person, right?
Yeah, so if you want to cut back to where I'm showing at, everything's held together by this silicone rubber collar. You set it however you want it. So it has constant tension wanting to bring it back together, but by spreading out the legs, it digs itself into the ground. So I mean, you can put it however you want, and it goes there. It's basic.
Yeah,
It's always wanting to come back to the middle, you know?
see, and that's huge too, because if you're in a blind or you're somewhere confined, a bush in front of you, a tree, it's huge.
If you go to deploy it and it's too high, if you're kneeling down, you just bring it down to how you need it. And go back up. It's just that fast. You don't have to mess with the legs if you don't want to. It's as fast as you want to use it. You can go from here down here. You can drop the collars, push your third leg out. You can drop it way down.
Dude, I am really, really digging that. I mean, the fact that you can just like, if I didn't want to open that up real wide and I wanted to keep it in a blind and put it down there, and I'm tall. I don't know how tall you are. I'm 6'1".
I'm pretty sure I'm about 5'8". I designed these to be used for the taller colors, you know.
So
Actually, I'll draw it all the way out. It's almost too tall for me. My fiance, she's what, 5'10". And it's right there with her. That's essentially all the way. Oh no, we can get it higher.
Yeah, you can get it higher.
oh man,
That's about maxed out. I'm fine
Yeah.
with it. I mean, if I'm
Yeah, you're not shooting
Why?
from that.
go ahead, you can get up there.
You gotta hold it.
He's 5'10" for reference. That's all the way maxed up. That's probably just a little bit too high for her.
yeah, that's at your
I-
forehead.
Yeah.
I can't shoot.
Yeah. So from, tallest tall to shortest short, you can make these work.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot. The fact, and the other thing, I will tell you, for me, a huge selling point of that is that carbon fiber.
Yeah.
2.5 pounds backpacking in and out is huge. You kill a deer or harvest a deer, and you want to come in and out. That's
I have packed out many pounds of meat on my back and wishing I had less stuff to take with me.
Because you could even take that for ducks and set, because it's carbon fiber, just set it right in the water.
Yeah. Everything's capped off, everything's sealed, it's waterproof, there's nothing on it that'll rust. All the materials are UV resistant. And again, we are looking at doing an aluminum version, just to bring the price point down.
dude, you sold me. You sold me. So I think, and we're probably close to time. Let me look. Oh man, we're close to time. Look at that, how that works. So I told you, time flies when you're having fun, brother.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me on.
So let's. We can't just end here. Let's end a few ways. I always like to at the end. I let you say your kind of some words of wisdom. So let's start with where. Again, one more time. Where can they buy your product?
ApocalypseOutdoors.com.
And give us a price on both of them.
Sure. For right now, it's on sale for $274.99 for the tripod and $174,
$199.
$199 for the bipod.
So anybody looking to get one, anybody looking to check into it, you have any questions, look him up. Great guy, great. His wife is very polite. We've heard her not only during air, but before. Reach out to them. They'll answer any questions you may have. So I guess I'll let you with this. If you had to encourage somebody to buy your product, what would be your words of wisdom? And I always try to, when somebody has a product, I use their product as their words of wisdom. What would your words of wisdom be in this?
Definitely when you're selecting your hunting products, you get what you pay for. Yeah, our product is not the cheapest, but it's worth it. It'll function in ways that that give it value. You definitely want to have products that are valuable.
So I actually just got a personal text message, which is funny. My phone's lying in front of me, and someone said, "What's the warranty?" So they're watching. What is there a warranty on it?
So we're looking at essentially we're going to have a rebuild kit for all the rubber parts that you can purchase. If any of the legs fail, show us and we'll send you a replacement leg. It's on it.
Yeah. Dude, you hear it right from him. So it's not like it's a lie. I mean, it's not on paper. You can say, oh, that's bull. There it is. It's sitting there. You heard it from him. And I think warranty was a great question that I didn't think of. So I think that's great. Listen, Mike, and I'm sorry, I don't remember your wife's name, which is terrible.
Jackie.
Jackie, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank
We
you.
you know we
We
had a
appreciate it.
cancellation, and you guys jumped right in there to help us out, and I love it. I think it's great. I think that you really did think of everything. I mean, that everything I could think of, everything I could try to get, and what can we do different? I don't think there is anything. I think you really thought hard about it. You use a great product. Carbon fiber is awesome. It's lightweight. Go in a backpack. Use it as a walking stick. Whatever you want to do, I think you did a great job. So continue doing what you're doing. And dude, if you make AIs, you got to keep making them because they're funny. They're funny. They keep
definitely
me
will.
laughing. When I go to lunch at work, I watch your AIs. I ain't gonna lie. They're funny. I enjoy them.
We'll keep it up. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, keep it up. All right. God bless. Make sure you guys do your Bible study. We love you. Thank you very
We
much.
do.
And Chris, roll us out of here, brother.